Here we go, folks. On time today. We're on time today, folks. How does that sound? Being on time's a good thing, right? All right, what's going on, Christy? I saw you there. Nerd, how you doing? Tweeter, the Monkey Man, how are you? Kyle, good to see you again. Zane, good to see you again. Gordon, always a pleasure. Colin, the PC Builder, how you doing? OG Savage, good to see you again, my friend. Meshita, good to see you again. Sean, Dr. Samich, Justin, Kahir, how you doing? How's everyone doing today? Are we ready for a big game? Big Stanley Cup Final rematch, folks? Big Stanley Cup Final rematch tonight, although one team likely in the playoffs, the other team likely not, as in Florida, likely missing the playoffs, though they're not technically out of it yet. The Oilers, they got to get another win here. Got to keep banking points right now. It's late in the season. Every single point matters. Austin Hockey. Austin on time YouTube. Yeah, there you go. Will I get it suspended if I prank call during indoor? Because I did. I mean, probably not. As long as the prank call was like good-natured and not like mean or anything, I think you'll be okay. You might get a stern talking to. Hey, what's going on, Sub Stranger? How you doing? We won't hold you to an artificial standard, but if you do it again, you're dead to us. Yeah, that's fair, Epiphany. Hey, if it makes everyone feel better, in my league that I'm in NHL 26, among goalies that played at least 10 games this season, I finished first in goals against and save percentage. So that's kind of neat. And I'm not even a primary goalie. I'm a primary defenseman, but they had me play goalie a lot this season. Hey, I'm doing good, Kyle. How you doing? Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? Good to see you, my friend. Master Yoshi, good to see you. I think Ingram's helmet looks great. I love Connor Ingram's helmet just the way it is. Whatever makes Connor Ingram happy makes me happy as a fan. Don't let the Panthers summon Mochi into a Black Panther. I think Mochi will be okay. I don't think she's got anything to worry about. This is a trap game. I don't know. I think the Oilers are going to do just fine. They beat Florida earlier this season. Yeah, they're missing Draisaitl tonight, but I think they're going to be just fine. I'm an Oilers trade target for the summer. We'll leave that up to the professional athletes. Some kids are I mean, it is what it is. 4-2 Oilers with a Frederick goal. I like the sounds of that. Hey, what's going on, Nahid? Good to see you again, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I mean, true. I'm not cut out. I'm not cut out for actual hockey goaltending. Yeah, no Jorventi tonight. It is kind of neat that he was the one that they gave the call to, though. I think a lot of fans expected someone like Ike Howard or Quinn Hudson being called up, or even James Hanlon, but yeah. We will take a quick look at the official lines here. I'm just going to open them up. Lines of the game posted by the Oilers themselves. Podkolzin, McDavid, and Savoy on the top line. Podkolzin likely next to McDavid just to make sure that there's no shenanigans here. Podkolzin's going to be the deterrent on that line, the physical deterrent, you might say. I wouldn't say he's going to be the enforcer, but, you know, if things get a little dicey out there, Podkolzin's going to be the guy protecting McDavid and Savoy. Hyman with Nugent-Hopkins and Roslovic, and then you have Szymanski, Dickinson, Kapanen. Dickinson, he can handle his own. And then Jones, Henrique, and Frederick. Obviously, that fourth line, they can all handle their own if things get a little dicey tonight. Austin Hockey for E-Bug, oh no. Just look at hers. That's funny, Justin. Hey, what's going on, Wade? Let's go Oilers. Spider-Man says 6-4 Oilers, McDavid hat trick. That would be nice. That would be nice. Can I look at the hockey pool? I haven't opened the hockey pool in quite some time. It has been a while since I checked the hockey pool standings. I'm sure it hardly hurts. It's funny, when I was playing hockey as a kid, I played goalie in one game. I think I was like 8 years old. I think our team lost 4 or 5-0. I just remember the equipment being heavy, and it was really hard keeping my glove hand up. That's all I remember. Hey, what's going on, Coolistic? What's up? I don't trust this team to start on time despite being better in the first lately. I think they're going to start on time. You have the Kachuk line starting for the Panthers tonight. Top two lines look good. Yes, they do. The top two lines do look good. What's going on, Bubsy? Good to see you. Bogo, good to see you. Oh, Masayoshi. If I did that, that would be bad juju. If I put on the victory chain before a game ended, oh boy, you bet your ass that's some bad juju, and the hockey gods would frown on that. 4-1 Oil is your prediction. Very nice. What's going on, Human Notes? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Hoping for a Panthers loss. Not really an invested Oilers fan. Florida just has bad vibes. Hey, listen, that's fair. I embrace the hater mentality. I embrace that. I respect it. Put it on. Why? No, I can't do it. No, that's bad juju. That would curse the rest of the season. I'm telling you, it would just curse the whole season. The Austin Hockey unguaranteed. Get some goals in the net for the fourth line. Let's do it, Visual Cortex. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Watching this on a flight from Toronto to Edmonton. Hey, there you go, Kobe. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, noob? How you doing? We got a good one, folks. We got a good game here tonight. 4-3 Edmonton in overtime. Okay. Predicted a nice close one. Hey, what's going on, Rain City? Good to see you. Yes, we are ticking up to 10,000 subscribers. It's very exciting. I'll miss you, Leon. What's up, Scoopy Kitty Litter? Good to see you. Oil can't lose. Okay, I like the John Gordon guaranteed tonight. It's nice when the pressure's not on me to guarantee a win. It's on John Gordon now. If the Oilers lose, John Gordon, I'm telling you right now, you're being called out in the fan reaction. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. I wouldn't do that. What's going on, Steven? I love Robert Clark, man. Hopefully his treatment's going well. I'm eventually gonna. So right now, like I don't have an invite link to the Discord at the moment. When I get a little bit closer to 10K, I just have some things I'm working on security wise for the Discord. But remind me in a future stream, I will get you in. I promise. Dark Ingram this season, he's 11-6-2 with a 2.71 goals against average and an .895 save percentage. Connor Ingram has never faced Florida, by the way. Odds versus Kachuk fight, that'd be pretty good. Sergei Bobrovsky gets the start for Florida, 24-20-1, a 3.07 goals against and an .876 save percentage this season. Just ate McDonald's for supper. Let's go, Oilers. Let's do it. Let's have a fun game tonight, folks. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome in. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Let's see how they do, folks. Let's see how they do. All right. Puck in the Florida zone. It's going to come to the neutral zone. No fight off the opening draw. I was going to ask if there was the over-under on that chance. But looks like both teams, for now, are going to be focused on the game. Here comes Verhaeghe. He's going to get stick checked by Savoy. Verhaeghe sends it in deep. That's going to be stolen by Kachuk. Nice back check by Connor McDavid. He'll spin away from a check. Podkolzin gives that puck to Ekholm, and then Ekholm with just a high flip to the neutral zone, and the Oilers' top line will go for a change. Here comes Sam Bennett now. Let's see if he does that accidentally on purpose run into the goaltender that he's been known for the last couple of playoff seasons. I appreciate that, Bubsy. Thank you. I'm upset that the Panthers aren't going to make the playoffs. Fair. Hey, what's going on, Gold? Good to see you again. Defensive zone face-off here for the Oilers. Adam Henrique wins it back. Darnell Nurse will look for a lane. He'll flip it up the middle of the ice. Trent Frederick, he's chopping at it against Mikkola. Mikkola up the boards, can't get it out. Henrique sends it in deep. Murphy does a good job keeping that puck alive. And actually, never mind. No, he didn't. I lied. That puck came out offside. Is that true, Master Yoshi? That's amazing. I also don't like it. I also don't like their like stupid growl panther bobcat sound. I don't even know if it's a panther. Doing good, Mr. Doom. How are you doing, my friend? Florida's going to bring that puck into the Oilers zone, and that's offside on Florida. 1856. We've already had about 3 whistles here in the first minute, so. All right, face off at the Oilers blue line. They're going to fight for it here, and Florida will bring it in. On the backhand, dumped around the boards, popped out in front for a moment. Nice job by Hyman to get in on the forecheck. Looks like Wallman was taken down. No call. Hyman will grab it, and the Oilers with some speed might have a 3-on-2 break here. Here's Hyman trying to push it forward to Rosvik just out of his reach, and Florida will dump it back in. Rodrigue. Oh, man, what a hit by Samoskevich. Whoa. Samoskevich absolutely destroyed Stastny into the boards there, but I think Stastny's going to be okay. They need a louder goal horn. I think the Oilers have one of the loudest, most obnoxious goal horns in the league. I love it, but it is a very loud goal horn. I'd be down for a new goal song, though. 100%. I'd be down for that. Here's a shot towards the Edmonton net. That's going to go off of a body in front. Edmonton will be sent in deep. And Florida looking to start the cycle now. Here's Nosek. Nosek spins away from Dickinson. Nosek on the forecheck for Florida in the Oilers zone. And we're accustomed to this here in Oil Country, the way Florida forechecks, man. Puck D to D, Kulikov with a shot towards the goal, and Ingram hangs on to it. He kind of looked like he bobbled it for a second, but he'll grab that through a screen. Shots are 2-0 Panthers, 2 minutes into the game. If I wasn't an Oilers fan, I would hate the goal horn. Yeah, same. I think I would also hate it if I wasn't an Oilers fan. I think Jack Hughes' comments on wanting that puck are... No, I don't have a comment on it. I think it's an entitled view. And I'm not a fan of it. Here's a shot on Ingram once again, and he holds his post, and good save. Here's McDavid and Savoy now with speed. Savoy drops it to McDavid, sends it towards the front of the net, out of the reach of Podkolzin. Nice job by Ekholm to forecheck and keep it alive. Podkolzin centers it out in front. Puck is loose. Ekholm backhand towards the goal. Savoy will try and grab it now. Nice job by Podkolzin. Ekholm gets it back in. Podkolzin towards the goal, and that might have went off of the stick of Bobrovsky. Here's Verhaeghe now as he'll just flip it high, and Florida looking to get the clear. Vasily Podkolzin sends it to Bouchard. Bouchard will play it behind his net. Tried to be played forward by Podkolzin off of a stick. Bouchard will get pressured. Adam Henrique now with support. Puts the puck into the neutral zone, and Florida doing a good job clogging up. Luostarinen. He'll chase after it against Bouchard. Takes a hit into the boards there. And here's Boakfist now. Boakfist, Luostarinen knocked over. Oilers might have got away with the trip. Puck sent back to the point. Mikkola with a shot. That goes wide of the Oilers' goal. And Florida so far has their legs. The Panthers are the ones who are kind of generating the most cycle chances right now. They've been forechecking well. Evan Bouchard around to Wallman. Wallman into the middle of the ice, just out of the reach of Max Jones. This fourth line for Edmonton, which was very effective against San Jose. Having a little bit of trouble getting out of the zone here. They'll go for a change. Florida with possession. Mikkola skates it up the left side of the ice. He'll dump it hard and around. Darnell Nurse behind his net. And Florida, once again, 3 deep, trying to get in on the forecheck. Nurse is getting pressured. Nurse has got to make a play. He's getting pressured a lot. Nice job by Nurse. He got away from trouble. Stastny will play it up the boards. Here's Rosvik. Can't quite get it deep here, and Stashny's going to get pressured again. Florida, this is, I mean, it's their forecheck, man. When Florida's on their game, their forecheck is suffocating, and Edmonton cannot get out of their zone. Here's AJ Greer now. Played into the middle, Rodriguez. Rodriguez is knocked off the puck. Out of the reach of Hyman, and the Oilers are once again stuck in the defensive zone. Rodriguez to the blue line, and that shot attempt was fanned on, and here comes Zach Hyman now against Kulikov. Nice play by Hyman. Kapanen with a backhand. Good save by Bobrovsky there. Puck to Kapanen, who we weren't sure if Kapanen was going to be in the lineup tonight, but he ended up being A-OK. Hyman, or Kapanen, blast by Ekholm. Good save by Bobrovsky. And now the Oilers' third line getting some action here in the offensive zone. Kapanen behind the net. He'll play it back to the point to Bouchard with a shot. It bounces in front off of a body. And Florida looking to just get this out of trouble, and they will. Down the ice, not icing. Ekholm will pick it up for the Oilers. He'll play it to Bouchard up the middle. Connor McDavid will skate through the neutral zone with speed. He'll dump it in hard and around the boards. Matt Savoy on his backhand. He's going to get checked here by Seth Jones. Puck just out of the reach of Tkachuk. Tkachuk against Bouchard does a good job to keep it alive, though. Podkolzin now into the middle. Here's Savoy to McDavid. Oh, and he can't get the shot off. Puck bouncing around in front. Oh, man. What a play by Savoy to find McDavid in front of the net. And McDavid, he was checked off the puck. Couldn't quite get a shot off there. Good defense from Florida. Here's Matt Savoy. Up the boards now. Podkolzin. Hard rim. Nobody there for Edmonton on the forecheck, though. Puck will be reversed. And here come the Panthers. Puck sent in deep. Samoskevich chases after it with Rodriguez and Greer. Puck comes to Rodriguez. Trent Frederick plays it back to Darnell Nurse. He's going to get chased by AJ Greer now. Nurse stops up behind his net. Surveys across to Murphy. He'll play it up the right boards into the Panthers zone. Chased after by Jones against Benning. Jones on the forecheck, can't come up with it. Here's a high flip by Rodriguez, and looking for Greer, who would have had a breakaway if that puck had gotten to him. Oh, man. And Darnell Nurse just got hit over the boards by AJ Greer. Holy smokes. AJ Greer is a monster, dude. Oh, boy. Here's Verhaeghe trying to find Lindell. Lindell on his forehand, loses it to Hyman, and Hyman with speed got a 2-on-2 with Rozovic. Here comes Hyman. He's got a man cutting the middle. He had Stashny. Where is it? Puck is sent back to the neutral zone. Here's Wallman. Up the ice to Hyman. Hyman's checked off the puck against Jones, but he comes back up with it. Nice job by Florida, though. Defensively, they'll skate it up the ice. Luostarinen. Behind the Oilers' goal, Connor Ingram out to play it. He'll play it off the glass. And that's going to be kept alive by Nosek. Stashny now. He'll find Josh Szymanski. Szymanski with speed. He'll send it in deep, and it's going to be chased by Jason Dickinson. Dickinson centering attempt out of the reach of Kapanen, and here come the Panthers once again. Here's Kapanen now, and this is going to be offside on Florida at the Oilers blue line. Am I doing a live stream Saturday? Yes, I am. Against the Tampa Bay Lightning? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Greer, hard hit on Nurse, kind of away from the puck. Could have called interference there, but it's all good, Adonis. No worries. Hopefully it's a fun and exciting game. Florida's already in on the forecheck here, heading into the first commercial. They have been kind of all over the Oilers. Savoy has 10 points in his last 11 games. Yes, he does. Matt Savoy has been on quite the tear lately, which is very good to see. Very happy with Matt Savoy's play. He's really turning into an all-around player, and he's only 21. Like, Matt Savoy, man, that ceiling is a second-line producing winger, man. Maybe even top-line one day. I don't know. I don't know if I see him as like a top-line producer, but he shows that he can play on that top line. What do you mean, Gord? We got that fourth line right now. Max Jones, Trent Frederick, and Adam Henrique. That's the line. Does Savoy crack 60 points next season? I think there would be a good chance that he does. If not, I think 50 would be like around where he finishes. Like 20 goals, 35 assists, kind of in that area. Been crap all year for those not watching. Same errors night in, night out. Oh no, that's not good. Getting better from your cold? That's good to hear. I'm glad that you're getting better from your cold. Games missed this season. Nosek missed 60. Barkov has missed the whole year. Gadjevich 58. Kulikov 57 games. Kachuk 47 games. That is quite the injury bug to Florida this season. The fact that they were even in the playoff hunt as long as they were is actually, I think, a testament to just how well they're coached and how well they play the game. Atlantic Division is a war zone, man. Especially this season. Oof. Wild. Savoy 50 goals. Well, I don't know if that would happen, but how many of us thought Draisaitl would be a consistent 50 goal scorer, though? Like, oh, here's the centering play in front. How did Savoy miss that? Oh, my God. Savoy with the wide open net. He was all by himself. What a save. He might have hit the post, but I think Bobrovsky robbed him. Here's Bouchard with a shot, and that goes wide of the net. Here's Ekholm now. On his forehand. He'll give it to McDavid. Centers it out in front. Here's a tip by Savoy again, and another good save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Holy moly, Bobrovsky. Kachuk getting booed very loudly here in Oil Country. Not surprised. Here's Bennett. He'll cycle it down low. That's cut off by Bouchard. Here's Podkolzin to McDavid. Puck off of his stick, and Florida on transition here. They got speed. Verhaeghe shoots, and a good save by Connor Ingram. All right. Well, the Oilers had a couple great looks. Matt Savoy had two fantastic looks in tight. First one was a wrister that went off the pad of Bobrovsky, and then the second one, he deflected it in tight. What a save. Oh, no. Savoy hit the post. Oh, I thought Bobrovsky got his pad on that. That's crazy, man. Jeez. I mean, well, Savoy's, he's all over it, right? He's all over the front of the net. He's in on the forecheck. He's creating scoring chances. Obviously would have liked some finish there, but here's a shot towards the Oilers goal off the faceoff. Backhanded off of Ingram's pads. Samoskevich loses it to Frederick. Frederick will give it to Stastny. Stastny skates it up the ice into the middle. Adam Henrique can't come up with it. Max Jones also can't grab it. Nice job by Stastny. He keeps that play alive, sends it in down low. Seth Jones for the Panthers. Looking for an outlet. He'll put it up the middle of the ice. Kind of bounces over the stick of, it looked like Bennett. I'm not sure who that was. And the Oilers are going to reset. Jake Wallman up the right wing. Finds Frederick with the transition into the middle. Here's Frederick with a shot. Wow, what a save by Bobrovsky. Wow, nice move by Frederick. That cut into the middle. Good shot. Love that. Murphy will give it to Darnell Nurse. Oilers are going to reset in their own zone. Here's Murphy now. Sends it in hard around the boards. And Florida, once again, they'll just high flip to the center ice region, picked up by Murphy. He's getting pressured by Boakfist. Nurse up the right boards. Roslovic sends it in deep. Takes a weird Kareem off the boards. Nugent-Hopkins now for the Oilers with Roslovic. Puck bounces high in the air. Nugent-Hopkins against Ekblad fights for the puck. Nugent-Hopkins and Roslovic fighting for it against Ekblad and Boakfist. Two Oilers and two Panthers in the near corner. To the left of Sergei Bobrovsky. They're still fighting for it. This has given me PTSD flashbacks at the end of Game 7 where everyone was just stuck in that right corner and the Oilers ended up losing with time running out. Here's a bouncer towards Bobrovsky, and I think he had to make a save on that one. Here's Ekholm. He'll send it in behind the net, and Zach Hyman looked like he was tripped up. No call. Puck played up the middle of the ice. Luostarinen loses it to McDavid. Connor McDavid with speed. Stops up. McDavid across the ice. Bouchard to Savoy in front. McDavid can't grab it, and he loses it. And here come the Panthers now. They have a breakaway. Here's Reinhart, and he scores. Wow. What a goal by Reinhart. Cole Reinhart. So the Oilers with a chance on one end, and then it comes down to the other end. Florida capitalizes on a breakdown. McDavid tried to throw the puck in the middle, and then on transition, Reinhart got by Bouchard here, and poor Ingram, not really much he could do. What a move by Reinhart. Quite the dangle by Reinhart on the breakaway. Goes forehand, backhand, forehand, and he had Connor Ingram all mixed up. That's unfortunate for Ingram, but a nice goal for Reinhart as the Panthers make it 1-0. What? No, Savoy's been the best player for Edmonton this period. Here's a giveaway in front. Here's a shot and a good save by Ingram. Oh, my goodness. That giveaway, I don't know who gave that puck away, but that was a grade A chance, and Connor Ingram got just enough of it to prevent that from going in the net. Puck comes around the boards. Here's Verhaeghe, shot towards the goal, deflected in the high slot by Bennett. And Florida, once again, on the forecheck against the Oilers' top line. Here's a shot on Ingram again, and he fights one off. Here's Mikkola, another shot towards the Oilers' goal. Edmonton can't come up with possession here. Here's Podkolzin across the ice. McDavid trying to grab it. He's checked once again. The Oilers are kind of hemmed in their own zone once again. After having a few good looks, now Florida's back on the attack here. Puck up the left boards. Here's Benning. Puck comes across. Here's Samoskevich with a shot. And that goes over the blocker and wide of the net. Here's Kulikov. He's going to get checked by Dickinson. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Samoskevich, he'll walk out in front with a shot. And I don't know if Ingram got a piece of that. And looks like Stastny's going to go for interference. Oh, boy. AJ Greer went down. Stastny's going to go to the box for interference with 7:24 to go here in the period. What happened here with Stastny? Look at Greer staring at the ref, too. Like, as he's going down, he's looking at the ref like, call it. Greer. That's gamesmanship, folks. Sportsnet is shite tonight. That sucks. Yeah, I can't tell if it was actually a trip on Hyman or if he had just fallen, but yeah. That was before the goal for Florida. And now Florida's up 1-0 and they have a power play. Oops. So right, Adonis? That move by Reinhart. What a move. Where did he come from? I don't know who that is. I legitimately don't know who that Reinhart is. Ingram goalie goal. Well, probably unlikely, but I've seen crazier things happen. Hey, what's up, Everett? Good to see you, my friend. How are we feeling? I'm vibing. I'm chill. I'm calm. I ain't worried about nothing. No, it's not Sam Reinhart's brother. That's a different spelling on the last name. There's no D in Sam Reinhart's last name. Do the Ducks play tonight? Gold. Another nice pickup. Oh, off waivers from Vegas. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's got some hands. He's silky smooth with that puck. Ah, gotcha. All right, well, power play for Florida. Hopefully the Oilers can kill this one. All right, Florida's going to start to set something up here. They'll skate it through the neutral zone. The Oilers got an initial clear. Savoy's out there immediately on the penalty kill after an extended D-zone shift. That's interesting. Here's Seth Jones. He'll play it across. Back to Jones with Lundell. Jones shot towards the Oilers' goal. That is deflected in front Didn't quite make it to the goal, and that's going to be sent across the ice and out of the Oilers zone. Florida going to try and get back in quickly as the Oilers try and make a change. Here's Tkachuk. He'll send it to Jones. Jones steps away from Kapanen. Jones to Luostarinen with a shot. Or was that Luostarinen? I don't know who that was. Here's Seth Jones. I can't tell the numbers right now on the Sportsnet broadcast. It's pixelated. Jones across the ice. Rodriguez with a shot, and that goes off of Ingram's pad. It comes out in front. Ingram's fighting it. Couldn't quite come up with it. Bouchard will give it to Murphy. The Oilers can't come up with it, and someone fell there, and the Oilers might have numbers. Here's Connor Murphy. He'll skate it up, and he's just going to kill some clock, put it into the corner. Kapanen takes a man, but he'll go for his change. 40 seconds left on the penalty kill. Seth Jones drops it back. Skated up by Samoskevich. Carter Verhaeghe chases after it against Ekholm. Bouchard down low to support as well. Ekholm around the boards. Nugent-Hopkins can't come up with it. Here's Samoskevich now. Puck behind the Oilers net to Boakfist. Verhaeghe to Boakfist. He'll try and send a centering pass. Samoskevich against Szymanski. Nice job by Szymanski. And Ekholm will skate it out of trouble. Nice kill for the Oilers. Nice job by Josh Szymanski there. Very aggressive on the kill. And you got to be aggressive on Florida, man. Their power play's been okay the last few weeks. So here's Boakfist with a shot and a good save from Ingram. 9th shot of the period for Florida. 5:15 to go as the Oilers look to get some kind of attacking rhythm here. They haven't really had extended zone time, but the zone time that they did get, they had some good looks. Savoy had a couple chances, so... Wait, who's trolling? Yeah, I agree. Savoy has been Edmonton's overall best forward for several games now. The Oilers are trolling. Nah, that's just Reese. Reese gets passionate. Reese has been here a long time. He's passionate, right? The emotions come out. Best not to take things to heart too much with Reese. He's okay. Yeah, I'd like to see the Oilers at minimum tie this thing up before the end of the period. Tie this thing up before the end of the first period. Find your game, right? The lines are a little bit different tonight. You have Podkolzin with McDavid. That doesn't usually happen. They lost to Seattle and Vancouver. That's, fair. The games that I'm like, the Oilers just need to take care of business against Pacific teams and Western Conference teams. You know, losing to Florida would suck, but when it comes to their positioning in the standings, the big games that do matter a little bit more are the games against San Jose, LA, Vegas, Anaheim, San Jose. Puck across the ice. Here's Ekblad with a shot off of a foot. And that puck comes to Hyman, another shot towards the Oilers' goal. And the Oilers, once again, not able to properly get the puck out. Forsling pinches to keep it alive. And it'll be flipped to the neutral zone. Forsling does a good job cutting off that lane. And Florida sends it back in deep. Tkachuk across. Here's a play. Oh, man, what a look that was for Bennett. And he couldn't get a clean look there. Nugent-Hopkins trying to give it to Rozovic. And they're going to call offside here. I don't know about that. That looked close, but I think Podkolzin with McDavid's fine. I think Podkolzin, McDavid, and Savoy, they're going to have a big game. I think they're going to have a big game here. Savoy has to stay with McDavid. They play way too good with each other to split those two. .441 to go here in the first. Shots are 11-6 in favor of the Panthers. Disgraceful. I mean, listen, it's the first period, folks. It's the first period. We can't be crashing out in the first period. Here's Bouchard. He'll send the puck in deep around the boards, behind the net to Savoy. Savoy, he'll spin away from a check, centers it out in front to Podkolzin, back to Ekholm. Here's Savoy along the half wall, reverses down low to Connor McDavid in this top line, going to work again for Edmonton. Ekholm grabs it from McDavid. He's also going to get checked here by Boakfist. Nice job by Ekholm to get away from that check, though. Trying to center it, but he's checked by Seth Jones, and that's going to be played up to Luostarinen. To Lindell now. Nice back check by Podkolzin. Lindell keeps possession for a moment. Bouchard pressures in the near corner in the Oilers zone. Puck comes to the blue line. Mikkola looking for a lane to put it towards the net. Here's a shot and an easy save for Connor Ingram. The Oilers are also, remember game 4 against Florida? Down 3-0 to the Panthers. And then they came back and won. So we're not going to crash out on any deficit tonight. I have faith that Edmonton, as this game moves along, they're going to be all right. I've built a tolerance to their poor play. I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt here. Everyone elevates their game against Edmonton. Florida, obviously, things haven't been going well for them as of late, but we'll give the Panthers credit. They've been the better team this period. Puck sent in deep. Nice job by Frederick on the forecheck. He'll grab it. Trent Frederick, puck bounces over his stick. He's trying to send it back down low here. Protects on his feet, and Adam Henrique will chase after it. Here's Benning with a flip into the middle of the ice, and Florida will bring it in. Rodriguez looks for a lane. Shot goes off of his stick, wide of the net. Picked up by Samoskevich. Benning, shot went into Frederick's feet. Frederick will come up with it. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll skate it up the ice. He'll dump it in. Goes off of his stick. Took a weird bounce there, but the Oilers on the forecheck, trying to cause a turnover, and Florida will send it down the ice. Murphy's going to get pressured by the Panthers. Murphy with a hard rim around the boards. Nice little tip into the neutral zone by Murphy. Kapanen can't come up with it. Puck sent back onto Ingram. Connor Murphy for the Oilers. He'll flip it high into the neutral zone. Puck bouncing around. Kasperi Kapanen plays it back to Dickinson. Dickinson fights for it with Kapanen. Kapanen trying to center it to Szymanski, and that's stolen by Nosek. Here's Dickinson for Edmonton. He'll take a skate, drop it back for Bouchard. The Oilers will make a change. Oilers with the top line out. Connor McDavid drops it back to Bouchard. He'll play it up to McDavid now. McDavid with some speed. He's going to get pressured by Mikkola. Plays it back to the blue line. Nice job by Bouchard to find Ekholm with a shot. And that went just wide of the net. Savoy to Ekholm, across to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Ekholm, to Bouchard. Lots of D-to-D work. Here's a shot towards the goal, and that's picked up by Bobrovsky. The Oilers' 7th shot of the period, potentially 8th. Bobrovsky corrals the rebound, and we have a whistle. Hey, that's awesome, Liam. Yeah, I have a ton of hoodies too. Gotta save the crash out for later to maintain your own sanity. Exactly. Exactly. Wallman looks like he's drunk. Wallman looks okay tonight, doesn't he? Going to the Canucks Blues game on the 21st. Please send your condolences. What? Puck sent deep into the Panthers zone, but Florida's going to grab it. And so you have Nugent-Hopkins with McDavid and Hyman now late in the first period. 1:34 to go. McDavid with a bit of a hit from behind there. He's not going to get called for that. Here's Zach Hyman. He'll play it up to Connor McDavid, and he overskates the puck, and Florida will bring it up the ice. Here's Luostarinen. He gets by Darnell Nurse there. I don't know how Nurse just let him walk by. Bouchard goes down, no call. Darnell Nurse looking for a lane. up the right boards, and that's a giveaway by Darnell Nurse in Florida on transition. Here comes AJ Greer with a lane behind the Oilers net, looking to center it out in front. Rodriguez now. Rodriguez, he'll play it to the point. Benning with a shot, deflected by Greer, and he scores. AJ Greer makes it 2-0. And once again, giveaways, man. Giveaways. Darnell Nurse, unforced turnovers at the in the neutral zone. Puck comes back. The Oilers had that top line out. They couldn't get possession. They were in the middle of a change for some reason in the defensive zone. Calamity of errors going on there. Oh, boy. Nurse and Bouchard out there together. They're both on the same side of the ice, too. But neither of them took anyone in front of the net. Greer's just by him. Look at, what are they doing? Oh, my goodness. That's horrible, man. That's a terrible goal to give up. That's just terrible coverage. Terrible coverage. I don't like any of what I just saw. I don't like any of what I just saw there from those two. Puck flipped up in the air. Dickinson can't come up with it. And Wallman will play it in, but that's offside on the Oilers. In Florida, they'll just maintain possession and reset. Puck into the feet of Rodriguez. They it looked like it might have been offside, but they didn't call it. Here's Murphy now. 25 seconds to go in the period. Puck sent in. Kapanen chases after it. Bobrovsky out of his net. Puck into the corner. Henrique fights for it. Out there with Rozovic and Frederick now. That's an interesting line put together. If Knobloch could just stick with his lines for an entire period, that would be pretty cool too. Like, obviously, it's not really on the coach in that first period. Like, for some reason, the team just looks a little bit flat. Not sure what that's all about. So, yeah, not a great period. Do we come back? I say yes. I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say yeah. We're coming back here. The team definitely flat, though. The play in front of Ingram, not as optimal as you'd like to see. We'll take a look at the stats here for that period. Give me a second. All right, let's take a look at the stats. Shots were 13-8 for the Florida Panthers. Score is 2-0. We'll take a look at the first goal on the Edge visualizer. The Oilers had it in deep. You had Hyman, but this giveaway by McDavid, right? Into the middle. There's lots of coverage here. I know McDavid's trying to find a lane, but I'm not really sure who he was trying to give this puck to. Because it comes out in front. Like, there isn't anyone here for McDavid to give the puck to. So McDavid puts the puck into an area, and then, yeah, you had Reinhart just come off. He gets behind Bouchard and then makes the, nice move on Ingram. Can't really blame Ingram on that one. That's just a really good move. And then this goal by AJ Greer as well. Darnell Nurse had given the puck away at the blue line, so it came back in. Bouchard was with Nurse because I think there was a mix-up on the change, and then they both look at, both of them are still caught on the same side of the ice. Bouchard and Nurse are not communicating where they should be there, and then that allows Greer to just get alone. He was just by himself in front of the net. He was able to deflect that in. You had McDavid go for a change while the puck is in the defensive zone as well. So Connor McDavid, not only did he make an error on the first goal against, but going for a change with the puck actively in the defensive zone, not good. Not a good read. I mean, your two defensemen got to communicate there. Like, how does nobody know that Greer is by himself in front of the net? So 2-0 Panthers. Obviously, the Oilers, they can be much better. Goes without saying. McDavid played 7 minutes that period. Szymanski with the least amount of ice time at 3:06. I thought Szymanski had an okay period, though. I liked his play, especially on the penalty kill. Jones, Dickinson, they didn't get a lot of ice time. You had a lot of ice time for McDavid and Savoy, Podkolzin. Zach Hyman, that -2 is not going to look very good. Bouchard also a -2. He played the most of all defensemen. Darnell Nurse played the least of all defensemen, but probably made one or two of the biggest mistakes that period. But hey, it happens. It happens. I'm not too concerned, right? It's a calamity of errors. It's not just on one player here. Taking a look at the deserved to win meter, yeah, that tracks too. Florida had the best chances. The Oilers generated absolutely nothing from the inner slot. Like, Savoy had a good chance that went off the post, but expected goals that period, 0.9 to 0.5 in favor of Florida. And lots of players at the bottom of the expected goal department for Edmonton. It is funny that Bouchard was on the ice for both goals against, but he still has a 66% expected goals for percentage, so that's kind of funny. Tough period for Connor Ingram, but again, I don't really blame him on either goal. One of them's a breakaway and one of them's a deflection in front. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, folks. I agree, Miko. I think the Oilers have a lot more to give here in the compete department. The Oilers look like they are not on the same playing field as Florida at the moment. Why are we talking about a McDavid trade? That's not going to happen. Just straight up, that's not happening. That was Darnell Nurse got hit into the bench. Nurse got hit into the bench there. Third win in a row, Curse. Well, they did it once this season, and then they proceeded to lose 4 in a row in regulation after that. So maybe we don't want to win 3 in a row. Maybe that's their secret. Maybe winning 3 in a row actually is a curse. Yes, ever. McDavid is not getting traded. I mean, obviously he could, but I don't entertain that type of conversation here just because he's locked up for another couple of seasons. If he asked for one, yeah, obviously, I don't think he will. If he wanted out of Edmonton, he wouldn't have signed an extension at a very team-friendly cap hit. Which team's not making the playoffs? Florida or Edmonton? Sorry, Haggard. I just want a clarification. Florida's given up the most third period goals this season. Probably going to be the period that the Oilers wake up in. I'd like them to wake up right now, but that's it's a bit more reassuring. Who was more physical? What were the hits that period? Apparently it was 8-5 Edmonton. Look how little hits were thrown in that period. If you thought that these teams hated each other, that there was going to be some emotion here, clearly not. But Florida, they controlled a lot of the possession that period. Doesn't look like we're going to get many fights here unless this score starts to get out of hand. But the Oilers just got to play better, plain and simple. Florida came in and they played like they did in the Cup Final this past season, where they dominate puck possession. The Oilers can't get the puck out of their zone, and then they make you pay on mistakes. That is the Oilers' strategy. The 3 keys to success there, Boosh for Norris. And then see if we can dig our way out. Here that is again. Yep. And that's why Edmonton didn't even get to a Game 7 last season in the Cup Final, because you just can't play from behind all the time. It's just, you can't. Hey, that's exciting, Zach. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the thing. I think Greer sold it a little bit. The Stastny hitting Greer kind of in the rib area, and he's staring at the ref the whole time, but that's gamesmanship. Maybe Hyman should have threw his arms up in the air and stared at the ref. Maybe he would have got the call. But I'm going to take a 5-minute break here. We'll go to the Be Right Back screen. I haven't used this in a while. Whoop. Just chatting. What the hell? Be Right Back screen. Here we go. I will be back in a few minutes. Y'all get to hang out with Chair for a little bit. I hope you enjoy hanging out with Chair. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button yet. Hit the like button to manifest some good energy, positive energy, as the Oilers fight to come back in this one. Hopefully, maybe. Could be one of those nights where they just don't have it. Who knows? But I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Alrighty. We're back, folks. We're back. How are we feeling heading into the second period? How are we feeling? Yeah, that's amazing, Liam. I love to hear that. That's awesome. What did you miss? You missed Florida kind of dominating that first period. That's what you missed. But hopefully the Oilers can turn it around. They have 40 minutes to turn this thing around. They've got 40 minutes to turn it around. Can they do it? Absolutely. Will they do it? Well, I'm not sure. That remains to be seen. Two power play goals. Well, that would require the Oilers getting at least one power play. Florida had one that period. The Oilers had none. Not beating the power play merchants if that's what happens and allows the Oilers to come back and win. Used to be a goalie. They should throw me in. Hey, get in there. Get in there. Nah, I can't do it, Yoshi. I can't put it on. It only goes on when the team wins, and it has to be after the game. We're not doing that is just I'm playing with fire with the hockey gods if I do that. Can't do that. Who's in goal tonight? It is Connor Ingram. Both of Florida's goals, nothing he could do. One was a breakaway and the other one was a deflection in front. I'd be a goon. Dark Ingram. He's got to lock in. No, Connor Ingram's helmet is perfect. I love the way Connor Ingram's helmet looks. I don't think he has to change a single thing about it. No muscle outside of pods for the playoffs? Are you sure? They have Trent Frederick. Max Jones is currently in the lineup. Jason Dickinson can hold his own. Connor Murphy can hold his own. The Oilers have muscle. They just don't play with muscle. They don't use the muscle, right? Puck is going to be sent in deep in the Panthers zone. Forsling. He'll play that puck to Bennett, checked by Savoy, and comes into the middle to Ekblad. Ekblad to Verhaeghe. Across the ice, looking for Bennett. Out of his reach, Evan Bouchard. He's getting hooked up here. And the puck is going to be played forward, and there's going to be a penalty on Florida here. The Oilers are getting a power play. A hooking call on who? Who took it? Bennett. 2 minutes for hooking. Paul Maurice with the look of, what? He's just dumbfounded, dude. He's shook. Hey, Cecily, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Yeah, Bennett, that was a hook. Hooked Bouchard there. All right, power play for the Oilers. Nugent-Hopkins will take the draw. Savoy out there with Hyman, McDavid, and Bouchard. Here's Savoy. Nice job to get that puck to Bouchard into the middle to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Played back to the point. Here's Bouchard. He'll send it across the ice to Nugent-Hopkins as the Oilers look to get set up. Here's Connor McDavid. He'll send it across to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard looks for a lane. McDavid spins away from Lundell. Will give it to Nugent-Hopkins. To Bouchard. Doesn't shoot. Matt Savoy. Left circle to Bouchard. Back at the blue line. Here's Savoy. Bouchard. Lots of passing. Not a lot of shooting lanes. McDavid to Savoy. Back to McDavid. McDavid will try and cycle around here. It comes back to Evan Bouchard. He'll send it across to Nugent-Hopkins. Back to Evan Bouchard. 45 seconds into the power play. The Oilers don't have a shot. Savoy now to Nugent-Hopkins. Shot from distance. That goes off of a stick. and Nugent-Hopkins can't keep that play alive. Comes back to the blue line or into the neutral zone. Bouchard fell, but Florida will send it towards Ingram. Easy save, and he'll play it forward to McDavid. Here's Bouchard now. He'll drop it back to McDavid with speed. Savoy plays it back to Evan Bouchard. Nice job on the half wall. Here's Savoy back to Bouchard as the Oilers look for a lane. Matt Savoy trying to find McDavid. He's checked for a moment, but he comes up with possession again. Gives it back to Bouchard. Here's Nugent-Hopkins. Down low to McDavid. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Savoy was stick lifted there. Tried to get a shot off and couldn't quite come up with it. And here's Rodriguez now. Yeah, a lot of passing on the power play. Not enough of a shooter's mentality there. The Oilers had a lot of zone time. They just couldn't get anything going. Here's Kapanen now for Edmonton. With speed, he'll skate it up the ice. Kapanen spins away from a check. Back to Wallman. Wallman towards the goal. There you go. Shot. Almost deflected in by Podkolzin. And the Oilers don't get a single shot on net on that power play. Not a good power play for Edmonton. Podkolzin, he'll play back to Ekholm. Here's Rosvik now. As the Oilers, they'll try and get in on the forecheck 5-on-5. Here's a shot towards the net. Good save by Bobrovsky. And Florida will skate away with it. Here's Bennett now. Around the boards. I agree. I think Podkolzin in that spot would be pretty good. Here's a shot by Tkachuk onto Ingram, and that's an easy save for Connor Ingram. With a whistle in the defensive zone. Guess it didn't work. No, the Oilers decided to just pass around the perimeter the whole time. Why are we complaining about Savoy? He was the least of the problem on that power play, in my opinion. I've seen a few people pick on Savoy tonight, and I don't think he deserves it. Off the face-off, Bennett loses it, and here's Josh Szymanski now. Szymanski across, he'll give it to Trent Frederick. Frederick trying to cut towards the net. Nice poke by Bobrovsky, doesn't allow a shot on net there. Trent Fredericks looked pretty good tonight for Edmonton again. Here's Dickinson trying to center it, and look at Bobrovsky, how engaged he is with that poke check. Nice job by Szymanski, keeps the play alive. Frederick will play it back to the point, and that, I mean, Murphy was covered there, so... I think Savoy is doing just fine. And I think he deserves these looks that he's getting. He's been one of Edmonton's best players tonight. He's been one of the only players that's been, like, engaged in all three zones. Thought Florida was supposed to be bad this year. Well, they're playing their system, and the Oilers just can't quite seem to get anything going. But, again, that's a testament to how the Panthers play. And even with all the injuries, the fact that Florida is even above 500 is actually, that just shows how hard they play. They are not an easy out. I mean, we could say that about literally anyone. And like, how many times has a player missed an open net? We're going to crucify a young kid who has 10 points in his last 11 games because he missed an open net the first period. I don't think that's very fair to that player. 10 points in his last 11 games, by the way. Which Oilers forward has more points than Savoy in that time? McDavid? That's it? Here's Savoy off the face-off, fighting for that puck. Forsling on his backhand. Nice job by Podkolzin in on the forecheck. Savoy around the boards, keeps the play alive, gives it to Ekholm. Here's a shot towards the goal. Nice save by Bobrovsky. Savoy, I think, got a piece of that one. And a good save by Sergei Bobrovsky. I don't think McDavid's injured, but man, what a look for Savoy. Two good looks in tight there. I think he deflected that initial shot from Podkolzin, and then he got the rebound. Here's McDavid now, off the draw. Panthers will skate it up the ice. Nice stick lift there by Ekholm, but Boqvist will come up with it. Trying to find Lindell. Savoy into the middle to McDavid. McDavid with some speed here with Podkolzin. Podkolzin skates it into the Panthers zone. He's being kind of hooked up there, so he'll just rim the puck hard around. McDavid can't grab it. Here's Murphy, keeps it alive. McDavid spins away from a check. Into the middle. Kapanen with a one-timer, and that's blocked in front. Oilers doing a good job on the forecheck lately. They've had some good chances in zone time. They just haven't been able to get anything in the net yet. Nice back check there by Kapanen. And the Oilers are going to try and make a change. You think Bobrovsky will resign? I thought maybe he might retire after this season. He's won it all, man. He's got nothing left to prove and win. He's won Vezinas. He's won cups. Puck behind the Panthers zone. Edmonton fighting for it. Nugent-Hopkins throws his man down. Forsling comes in to give him a little push. Nugent-Hopkins along the half wall against Rodriguez. Nugent-Hopkins protects. Can't get it to Kapanen, but it comes back to the blue line. Shot attempt by Murphy. Didn't make it to the net. And that's going to be sent in deep by Darnell Nurse. Yeah, that'd be interesting, Dacky. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Bobrovsky does at the end of the season, where he goes, if he even signs another contract. The Oilers had many players on the ice. The Oilers, I think, got away with too many men on the ice there. They were trying to make a change on the fly, but here's Jake Wallman. He'll play it up the left wing. No, Jason Dickinson just couldn't handle that pass for some reason. Nice job by Szymanski. Gives it to Trent Frederick. Frederick, he's checked by Kulikov. Kulikov battles for the puck. And the Panthers will just move it up the ice. Here's Nosek. Loses it to Max Jones. Nice keep here. Szymanski or Frederick trying to center it to Jones, but that's checked off of his stick. Puck sent up the ice. Behind the Oilers net, Cunnin will hit Wallman. I don't know what happened there. Rozovic couldn't come up with it on the half wall. Now Florida, they'll keep it in. Shot towards the goal, goes wide. Mikkola, Ekblad keeps it alive. Puck up the ice. Just out of the reach of Rozovic, but he does a good job to get his stick on that and keep the play alive. He's hit into the boards, though, by Mikkola. Oh, we're not having that conversation, Reese. Stu is in Pittsburgh now. Stu also had the worst save percentage of all time in Stanley Cup final history, so we're not having that conversation tonight. Stu had his chances. I wish him the best in Pittsburgh. We're not doing that tonight. We're not doing it. I'm cutting that conversation off right now. We are nipping that in the bud. Oh, man, here's a giveaway by Forsling. McDavid holds it. McDavid brings it in. He's checked off the puck, couldn't get a good shot off, and then Bobrovsky, he covers that before Savoy can get a chance there. McDavid was all alone, and I don't know if he got a good shot off, if he got checked from behind. How about this, Reese? Would you rather Savoy get offensive zone chances, or would you rather him be stuck in the defensive zone all game? He's getting his looks. He's playing great, man. Like, what? Yeah, I think McDavid kind of stick-handled himself into submission on that one. He just got himself a little too tight. Needed to make a play a little bit quicker. I don't think Barkov is going to retire. I think Barkov's going to come back. He's going to be great. Next season, man, the Panthers are going to be... If they get a good draft pick, Barkov's going to be healthy. Depending on what other players decide to re-sign with them, I think they're going to be just fine. Hey, what's going on, Chase? How are you? How tall is Savoy? I don't know, like 5'10". Bit on the smaller side, but he's fast. Oh, man, yeah. Paul Maurice is one of the best coaches in the league. Taller than me. I don't know about that. I think I'm taller than Savoy. That's not happening, Energy. Like, not even close. Read on one of the hockey blogs suggests he might because of all the injuries. Interesting. I think Barkov will be fine. I don't think he'll retire. 5'8", yeah, okay. I think you're projecting gold. I hope you're right, Reese. I hope you're right. I'd love that. If anyone does want to know, I am 6'2". Sure. Are you growing, though? Offensive zone draw for McDavid here. Out there with Podkolzin and Savoy. Off the draw, Savoy plays it back to Ekholm, and the linesman fell. Here's Ekholm across the ice. And Bouchard mishandled it, trying to play it forward, and here come the Panthers. Here's Tkachuk in front. Can't quite come up with it, and here's Matt Savoy. He'll play that puck to Evan Bouchard, jumping up in the rush here. Nice play by Savoy to McDavid. Here's Savoy in front. He centers it. Nobody's home. And there is a penalty coming up here to the Florida Panthers. Man, McDavid, they are going to break through. They are going to break through here. You can feel it. The Oilers, they're shift after shift, they're starting to get into the rhythm and zone now. They're getting some good looks. I was 2'1" a year ago. Who took the penalty here? Is that Tkachuk? Oh, yeah. Tkachuk gets called for the slash power play for Edmonton. All right. Edmonton's got to convert here. Got to convert. Off the face-off, puck comes out of the zone. Here's Evan Bouchard with it. Evan Bouchard skates it forward, drops it back to Connor McDavid, or Nugent-Hopkins, sorry. Nugent-Hopkins with the slingshot play. Oh, man, and McDavid almost lost possession. Goes into the corner. McDavid can't come up with it. Hyman can't come up with it. Here's Matt Savoy now. He's going to get checked by Ekblad. Savoy along the half wall, trying to come up with it with Hyman, and that puck is going to get knocked out of the zone. Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. He'll skate it into the Panthers zone. He'll give that puck to Rozovic. Rozovic with a dangerous play there, but the Oilers do keep it alive. Rozovic, Nugent-Hopkins throws the puck to literally nobody, and that puck is sent down the ice. So this top unit is not good right now. Yikes. Here comes Connor McDavid with speed through the neutral zone. He'll give it to Rozovic, to McDavid. McDavid into the middle. He's checked off the puck. Edmonton can't come up with it. Here's Kapanen now trying to center to Rozovic. And that goes off the side of the net. And Bouchard plays it back in deep. McDavid protects for a moment, but that's stolen by Jones, and that's sent down the ice. And my goodness gracious. The amount of individual play right now, not good. Top unit, 2 power plays in a row, no shots on net. That's no, I know they're missing Draisaitl, but yikes. Here's Ekholm now. He'll play it back to Jake Wallman. Wallman to Podkolzin. To Wallman with a shot, and a good save by Sergei Bobrovsky. And Greer sends that all the way down the ice. Connor Ingram looking to get it up very quickly here. Kapanen with a backhand in deep. Dickinson will chase after it against Kulikov. Here's Podkolzin. Kapanen. Ekholm with a shot. Good save by Bobrovsky. Here's Benning to Tkachuk. Out of the box after the Florida Panthers successfully killed another power play for Edmonton. Here's a shot by Reinhart. That went just over the net. Matthew Tkachuk now. He'll play that back to Benning. Benning to Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk across into the middle towards the net. Doesn't make it. It's blocked in front. And here's Jason Dickinson. He'll play it off the glass and into the Panthers zone as the Oilers look to make a change on the fly here. And there's a hit by Murphy on Samoskevich. She's saying something. It looked like he was grabbing his face. I don't know if Murphy hit him up high or not. Here's Connor Murphy for the Oilers. Murphy's going to get bullied in the corner there by Bennett. Loses it, and Samoskevich keeps the play alive. Oh, boy. Puck kept alive. Oh, man, and What's going on here? Max Jones just like fell, and the Oilers just can't come up with possession right now. Dude, Savoy's not even on the ice. We're yelling about Savoy, and he's not even on the ice right now. I don't know what's happening. Here's Jones. He'll play it up the middle to nobody. And here come the Panthers now. Here's Lindell. Can't get a shot on net. Goes wide. Here's Jones. Oh, why? Everyone's so down and out tonight. Guys, we're fine. It's a 2-goal lead. Worst lead in hockey. Here's Jones to Mikkola. Mikkola with a shot, and he hits his own man in front, Boqvist. Play around the boards. Florida continues to cycle. Here's Boqvist. He'll give it to Mikkola, across to Jones with a one-timer, and that goes wide of the net. The Oilers desperately need a clear here. Their fourth line has been caught out for quite some time. Adam Henrique now against Jones. Throws him into the boards, but not very hard. Here's Wallman. He'll play it up the middle, out of the reach of Szymanski, and the Panthers will send it back in. Florida on the forecheck once again into the middle of the ice. That goes by a couple of Panthers, and that's going to be, well, they're going to reset here. They're going to reset. The Panthers are in their own zone. Yo, Alive Bang, welcome to the locker room. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Bring my cats. Hey, maybe my cats would be good luck, right? But thank you so much, Alive Bang. I appreciate that. Enjoy the badge next to your name. Enjoy the custom emotes that you can use in the chat and on my videos. Here's Rozovic with a interesting shot. I kind of like that Rozovic took that shot there. You never know. Those knuckle pucks can sometimes catch a goalie off guard. There you go. There's your emotes. There's your emotes. So we have a commercial break here. Whoa, King Gator. It's what now? The game is what to you? Pause. Wording, phrasing. Listen, it's been a tough game for the Oilers. No doubt about it. This has been a tough one. But again, the games that do matter the most for Edmonton right now, it's against division rivals. If they lose tonight, this is not the end of the world. They're still in good shape. Obviously, they have to hope some teams from out of town end up losing. Well, actually, there is some good news on the out of town scoreboard. Nashville is up on Seattle right now, so that's good news. Sabres are playing the Sharks. We need Buffalo to beat San Jose tonight. Flyers are playing the Kings. We need the Flyers to win. And then Mammoth are already up 1-0 on Vegas. That's a good sign. So relying on the out-of-town scoreboard is not optimal, but it's not the end of the world right now. I remember when Darnell Nurse almost set the record for worst plus minus in a playoff year. I remember that. Was that 2024? At least they're good at their season goal. All right, off the face-off, Florida is going to send that down the ice. Bouchard up the right boards, just out of the reach of Bud Coles, and McDavid will chase after it. I believe in the comeback, folks. I believe in the comeback. Right? I believe in the comeback. Here's a shot on net. Good save by Ingram. Puck. Oh, man, now that's a penalty. Oh, no. Did that go on the bench? Or is that a penalty? Yeah, no, that is a penalty on Podkolzin. Podkolzin threw the puck out of play. Puck over glass. Kiss my ass. If y'all have heard that song from TSN Trade Center, like circa 2013 or whatever year they sang that song. I think the Oilers will make it, but yeah, Florida's not even going to be in the playoffs, likely. I mean, they'd have to basically win out the rest of the way just to have a chance. Off the face-off, puck comes back to Seth Jones. Here's Rodriguez down low. Back to the point, here's Jones. Seth Jones for the Panthers. He'll give it to Matthew Tkachuk. Off the foot of Nurse. Nurse can't come up with it, loses it to Tkachuk. Darnell Nurse had a chance to get that down. He did not. Here's Lundell now for the Panthers. Across to Jones with a shot. Rebound comes in front, and Lundell shoots it way over the net. I don't even know where that puck was going. Puck down low. Behind the net, Tkachuk centered it out in front. Rebound. Puck is loose. Here's a chance, and Lundell scores. And, that's 3-0. That's probably game. I think it would be very tough for Edmonton to come back here and, oops. Florida was just having their way. Nobody was taking a man. Lundell by himself. You had 3 Oilers just kind of laying around in front of Ingram, taking nobody. I would like to know what Darnell Nurse is doing here. Like, nobody's taking anyone. That was definitely Henrique's guy, but everyone's just standing. Murphy, he's on the ice. Nurse has his back to the play, for goodness sakes. Like, what? Help your goalie out. Help your goalie out. What are we doing? Cringe, man. This game is cringe. Nurse isn't even looking where the puck is. Here's Wallman. He'll play it back. I mean, the Oilers need at least 1 before the end of the period just to have a chance. Optimally, they would need 2 before the end of the period for me to think that they could come back. But the Oilers just seem disengaged tonight. I don't know what it is. They literally just don't look engaged. Their compete level's kind of off. I don't know what this is tonight. This isn't the same team against San Jose the other night or against Nashville the night before that. It is interesting that the effort here is just, I think it's disappointing is what I would say. It's disappointing, the effort that I'm seeing tonight. I'm not mad, just disappointed. And that's arguably worse. Put in Jari so we can blame him. Oh no. There's a icing on the Florida Panthers, and yeah, I mean, shots are 17-14. Florida hasn't had a lot of chances this period, but again, they make their chances count when they get them. We lose. I mean, that game on Saturday will be a tough one. Against Tampa, that could be a loss for sure. I blame Justin. Yeah, what the heck, Justin Schultz? Norris caliber. Crazy that Justin Schultz ended up winning 2 Stanley Cups with Pittsburgh, though. That's kind of neat. As overplayed? I don't know. Like, Nurse has value when he's on his game. When Nurse is on his game, he's fantastic. We've seen Nurse at his best. Here's Nugent-Hopkins walks in with a shot, and that went wide of the net. Looks like we got... Oh, this is an interesting line by Knobloch. Knobloch might have the blender out here. I can't tell, but he might have the blender out. Blame Vancouver for making Florida mad. Yeah, it looked like Nugent-Hopkins with Hyman and Kapanen on that last shift. Okay, now the blender's not quite out yet. Offensive zone face-off. Yeah, Nurse took that. Oh, here's a play in front of McDavid on his back end. He didn't get a shot off. Connor, no. He's trying to center it out in front. McDavid was literally all by himself in front of the net, and he didn't even shoot it. He just stick handled and then went behind the net. I don't understand. McDavid's done that a couple times where he could just take that to the net on his own. He's looking for too many passes. Why? What is this? I don't know what I'm watching right now, and 3 Oilers are caught deep here, and Florida's going to try and take advantage of it. Nice hit by Ekholm, though. Nice hit by Ekholm. Puck in the feet of Bouchard. He can't make a play. Lundell on the forecheck now. He'll give it to Boakfist. Boakfist checked by Ekholm. At least Ekholm looks grumpy right now. Oh, McDavid giveaway in front of his net. Lucky that Florida couldn't corral that. My goodness. Here's Evan Bouchard. Up the right boards, deflected by the Panthers. Into the middle. Savoy sets up McDavid. Walks in. McDavid, he can't get a shot off. And then he puts it into the middle to nobody, and Florida's going to skate it out. Oh, my God. Connor McDavid, legacy game for all the wrong reasons right now. Oh, what a play by the Panthers. They're walking in on their own. Oh, they couldn't get a shot off either. Look at these. What is happening? I don't know what I'm watching right now. I don't know what I'm watching. Here's a shot towards the Oilers' goal. Rebound in front, centered, picked off by Adam Henrique. This is absolutely wild and disgraceful hockey from the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, my goodness. Here's Verhaeghe. He'll play it into the middle of the ice. Florida will skate it in. Bennett loses it. McDavid passing to Ghost. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's suboptimal. Yeah, he's looking for, where's Draisaitl? He's trying to find his man. He's trying to find his boy. Here's Connor Murphy. Murphy up into the neutral zone. And Dickinson against Mikkola. Dickinson trying to grab it. Mikkola wins that board battle, but Frederick came into support, fell down, and Florida, again, they're just going to skate this out of trouble. Oh, man, Reinhardt. Luckily, he got that in deep. Can I eat the Oilers? Oh, my God. No, I don't think so. I don't think you got to do that. There's a shot towards the net, doesn't make it. Oh, and there's I don't know, Szymanski got involved in a collision. I don't know what happened there. And Darnell Nurse is going to chase the play into the Panthers zone. He hits Nosek into the corner. Hyman can't grab it, but Dickinson does grab it. He sends it in deep, out of the reach of Kapanen. Here's Ekholm with a shot. Looks for the deflection in front. Rebound. Oh, and Kapanen can't come up with it. Oh, my goodness. Kapanen couldn't get that rebound. Kapanen. He's looking for a lane. Spins around on his backhand. Checked for a moment. He'll cycle it to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins skates it in front of the net. He's being pressured by Jones. Puck sent in down low. Evan Bouchard for Edmonton. He'll give it to Hyman. Hyman centers it out in front. Here's Ekholm with a shot. That's blocked in front. Nugent-Hopkins with another shot. Deflected in front. Hyman can't get a clean look. Evan Bouchard looks for a lane now towards the goal, and that's blocked again. Here's Ekholm. Keeps it alive. Ekholm. Why is Ekholm trying to center that? Oh, there was too many sticks in the lane. What are we doing? Oh, this is frustrating, man. What are the Oilers doing? How many times did they have a look in front of the net and they're just not shooting it? Here's Connor McDavid now, looking to send it into the middle. Savoy to McDavid. He'll play it back to the point. Last chance on net, and that goes off Podkolzin. Wide of the net. And it is 3-0 after 2. That was some of the most interesting hockey I've ever seen, and I can't tell if it was good hockey or not by Edmonton at the end of the period. Yikes, dude. Waiting for a goal with the loading symbol. You think the lack of consistency between games is more so because of the players or the coaches or something else? I just think Florida has elevated their game to a level that Edmonton has not gotten to tonight. I'm giving full credit to the Panthers here. Tank for McKenna. I think it's too late for the tank. I don't think Edmonton can get into that conversation. They have 1 3-game win streak this season. One. Just one. There is good news, though. Utah is up 3-0 on Vegas. So, at the very least, if Edmonton loses, Vegas may also lose. So that's a good sign. That's good news, right? All right, so Lundell's goal here was on the power play. Shaw went wide. We're going to take a look at the edge visualizer here because just like Darnell Nurse, you won't be able to see it in the edge visualizer, but He's literally looking this way the whole time. At no point is he looking anywhere behind him. So this puck is going to be worked down low into the middle. Shot by Bennett. There's traffic in front. Look at all the bodies. And then, Lundell, he finds himself wide open and nobody took him. Nobody was paying attention. I spent money to go to this game. Listen, maybe third period comeback. They had a 3-0. They came back 3 goals against San Jose a couple weeks ago, or end of January, whenever that was. God, it feels like it's been forever. Free McDavid. Well, I mean, McDavid's got to play better too. Man, McDavid's had a tough game. The amount of giveaways that he's had here. Jeez Louise. He leads all forwards in time on ice for Edmonton with 15-12. Max Jones has played 648. I am curious about the Panthers. 647 for Reinhart, 1222 for Rodriguez. So you have a couple players there. I'm just trying to get a gauge of how Maurice is using his guys. But look at the bottom of the lineup here. Look at his bottom 6. +1. They're producing some points here. The Oilers, well, it's their top guns. It's their top guns that have struggled a little bit. Stastny's only played 843, by the way. He has not been getting a lot of ice time. Wallman, 11-11. I mean, yeah, I guess. Florida does. I mean, listen, Florida won 2 cups in a row. We beat them 6-3 earlier this season. They're up 3-0 on Edmonton right now. It happens. I'm curious what the advanced stats say in this one. Jari next game. You want to put Jari against Tampa? So the Oilers had some more looks. You can see that they started to generate a few chances in tight on Bobrovsky. That's the areas that they're going to have to be. Expected goals in all situations. The Oilers got closer here, right? I thought they actually had an okay second, but once Florida got that power play, they went up. I'm always excited for playoff hockey. Even if I think the Oilers may not have it this year, playoff hockey is still the best hockey on the planet. Ekholm and Bouchard, Frederick, Podkolzin lead in the expected goals for department. Stastny, Szymanski, Wallman, Nurse, Murphy, Dickens. I mean, there's a lot of passengers tonight for the Oilers. The Oilers just, again, I was saying earlier, they just don't look as engaged for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. Like, they just don't look emotionally engaged, and I don't really understand. The hits in this game, 18-17 in favor of Edmonton. There's nothing big happening. Oh, they would never do that, Reese. That would never happen. Clattenburg in net. Yeah, I'm with you, Jack. I think that's what's going to happen, too. Oh, I know, King Gator. I know. Whatever happens in the playoffs. The Oilers 4-1-1 in their last 6 games. They've been playing good as of late. They've been playing good for the most part in front of Ingram as of late. This one's a tough one. You're not always going to have it every night. Is it frustrating that this effort is happening against Florida? Yes, because there's a lot of PTSD among us Oilers fans with this Florida Panthers team, but not sure if you have the experience, but you're probably the best option. I'm probably the worst option. I'm telling you, man, there's nothing like an Oilers live stream chat when this team is not playing well. There's nothing like it, I'm telling you. I love it, though, because I love the emotions. I love that the fans are, like, as a player, would you rather fans that care as much as Oilers fans do, or would you rather a market where the fans don't care? I like that fans care. Win or lose this team, then the fans, they're always on them. Change the jersey. I might change hats. I might go to a different hat. That might be my change. I'm with you, Richard. That's a tough one. I hope you didn't spend too much money to go to the game. I agree, Kieran. I agree. The division's weak, which obviously they're probably going to. I mean, they're likely making the playoffs unless they go on a big losing streak. Knock on wood that does not happen, but. That would be the cherry on top. Yep. A lot of perimeter play, and sometimes I think this team flips a coin to see what play style they're playing. Yeah, I don't know. And again, you gotta give the Panthers credit. It's like they just know everything that Edmonton's going to do. And that is on coaching. If Chris Knobloch has not really changed too much recently, the fact that a team on the road who just lost to Vancouver, by the way, Florida lost to Vancouver pretty handily. I know, Sam, it's brutal. Not the night that I was hoping for here. Does Dallas finally make the finals this year? I think Dallas and Colorado are probably the teams to beat in the West. And then the Eastern Conference, I have no idea. You got Tampa. You got Buffalo. You got Carolina. You got Pittsburgh. Actually, let's take a quick look at the standing. What's going on out east? So Buffalo could go on a run. Tampa obviously is up there. Columbus is actually in a playoff spot now. They actually leapfrogged the Islanders. Look at Columbus go 7-0-3 in their last 10. Columbus has gotten back into a playoff spot in that Metropolitan Division. Look at how tight these standings are, man. Holy smokes. Wear the hat backwards. The rally jersey. I've never done a rally jersey. And then, yeah, out west, you have Colorado. You have Dallas. Minnesota. They could go on a run. The Pacific Division, probably not. I mean, listen, Anaheim, maybe. Edmonton, meh. Vegas, meh. Utah? Utah dark horse? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But I am going to be right back. I'm going to take a few minutes of just a quick little break here. Enjoy your stay. If you're new to the channel, I hope you're having some fun. I know the chat gets intense. Try not to take any of it personally. We're all emotional here in oil country. We all have PTSD from the Florida Panthers. We're all going to be okay. We are all going to be okay, folks. I promise. I'll be back in a few minutes, all right? Because who knows? I'm still calling a comeback. Still calling it. All right. Know what I was thinking? Folks? It would be the most Oiler thing on the planet for them to play the worst 40 minutes of the entire season just to end up winning the game anyways. It would be the most Oiler thing ever if they did that. Eight 5. That'd be the craziest third period ever. What? Colorado, for the just in general, they haven't looked as dominant since the new year, but also that's nice. Louis DeBrusk's daughter sending him a happy birthday in the middle of the broadcast, or they're playing a video that she made for him. That's fun. 4-3. I like that we're believing in the comeback right now. Hey, what's going on, Grant? At least we don't have Josh Brown on our team. Hey, look at Jake DeBrusk. I love Jake DeBrusk. I wish the Oilers would have grabbed him. Whether as a free agent or just whatever. That's fun. I love Louis. Louis DeBrusk's such a nice guy, man. I want him. Well, I've technically met him in real life. At the home opener in 2013 after the lockout, he was standing at Rexall Place. He was standing at the door handing flyers out to fans who were coming in. And I shook his hand and we had a chat for a minute. And I'm telling you right now, Louis DeBrusk, his hand was absolutely massive. And I thought he was going to rip my arm off with how strong his handshake was. I'm going to tell you that right now. I shook Louis DeBrusk's hand, and that guy has the strongest grip in the world. Here's a shot by Dickinson, backhand towards the goal. It's still bouncing around, and Edmonton can't grab it. They had a great look 10 seconds into the period. Hey, what's going on, Christian? How are you? Heart attack period incoming. All right, Rosvik sending the puck in deep. Who did they say is not on the bench? Were they saying that for Edmonton? Said someone's not on the bench for the Oilers? I missed what they said on the broadcast. Here's McDavid. He'll send that puck to Evan Bouchard. Puck sent in deep. Bobrovsky does a good job just playing that into the corner. McDavid gives it to Savoy. Down low, Hyman loses the puck, and Lindell skated out of trouble. Oh, Frederick. Frederick is not on the bench. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. This team can't really afford any more injuries. Oh, my goodness gracious. Honestly, Janias, if the Oilers did go 2-1, 2-1, 2 like the rest of the season, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 wins, 1 loss, that's totally fine. Yeah, it's been suboptimal, Yan. This has been a not ideal effort tonight. They're pushing the poop for a comeback. Here's Greer. He'll send it to the point. Mikkola across to Kulikov. Kulikov towards the net and steered aside by Ingram. Puck behind the net now. Samoskevich centers it out in front, and what a save by Ingram on... Man, I don't know who shot that puck for Florida. That was a great look, though. What a save by Connor Ingram. Podkolzin sends it into the middle off the stick of Kapanen, and he'll send it back to Murphy as the Oilers reset. What did you miss? The Oilers have had a poopy effort for 40 minutes, and Florida's winning 3-0. That's been the game so far. Edmonton stinks, Florida good. Here's Darnell Nurse engaged in a battle there with, I don't know who that is on Florida. Number 71. Puck sent out in front. Nosek against Nurse. Nurse checks him off the puck for a moment, but Nosek's going to come up with it. That's embarrassing what I'm watching there. How do you lose that board battle? He looked like he wasn't even trying. Nice job by Nugent-Hopkins to poke that puck off of the stick. And look at Nurse now jumping up in the rush there. Oh, my God. Kunin. That's right. Sportsnet broadcast, man, they got to start learning how to, they got to start broadcasting games in a higher resolution than 720p. Here's Henrique to Rosvik. He's trying to split the D, but Benning does a good job getting him off the puck. Here's Josh Szymanski now. He'll play it back to the point to Bouchard, across to Ekholm. Ekholm into the middle of the ice to Adam Henrique. Henrique down low to Szymanski. Szymanski looking for Rozovic. Rozovic trying to center out in front, sends it to the point. Ekholm keeps it alive. Adam Henrique for the Oilers. Henrique's checked off the puck, and Florida's going to skate that up the ice. Bad turnover by Henrique. Henrique sends it back to Ekholm, and the Oilers are going to make a full change. Here's Ekholm. Looking for some kind of lane to skate it forward. Off of a foot. And here come the Panthers. Verhaeghe alone with a shot. Good save by Ingram. Puck comes out in front. And Max Jones got tied up with someone. The Oilers will skate it up the ice. Oh, man, it's in the feet of Kapanen. He's just got to play that off the boards. And the Oilers, another bad change here. Puck towards the goal. Deflects in front. Ingram, he tried to come up with it. Jason Dickinson will grab it for the Oilers, and they'll just try and get this puck deep. This is brutal, man. Brutal hockey. I don't know what I'm watching. I miss when a power play meant a goal. I know. It used to be guaranteed, bro. But when you're missing a top 5 player in the world on the power play, a little bit harder to score. But it also shows how one note that power play is. They got to be more creative. If you don't have Draisaitl, you got to be more creative than that. Puck sent in deep. Wallman, he was down low for some reason, and Florida will send that down the ice, and that's going to be icing on the Panthers with 15-18 to go here in the third. Man, what a save by Ingram on Rodriguez there. And then Verhaeghe had a partial break, and Ingram's had to make 2 really good saves to start this third period. Here's Nugent-Hopkins with McDavid and Hyman. Face-off 1. Ekholm, he's going to bring that in. Ekholm was knocked down, and the Panthers are going to skate it up the ice. 2-on-1 here. Here's Greer. Across, shot, goes high. And the puck comes into the neutral zone. Here's Ekholm. Ekholm sends it in deep. Hyman will chase after it. Hyman takes 2 Panthers into the corner. Here's McDavid. Oh, and he was alone again, and he couldn't come up with the shot. He centers it to Hyman, and Hyman can't get the shot off. Oh, Connor. He was literally by himself in front of the net again, and McDavid could not get a shot off. I don't understand what's happening here. What am I looking at? Yeah, the Oilers, their last cream game was like a month and a half ago. No more cream jersey games, sadly. Petition for them to wear the cream jersey in the playoffs, though. That is my petition. Puck sent in deep. Kapanen with a sharp angle shot. Puck comes back to the neutral zone. Seattle lost in regulation, too, so that's huge as well. Here's Connor Murphy. He'll play it across to Nurse. Nurse stick handles in and tries a shot from a mile away. Puck kept alive, though. Nurse behind the net. Here's Nurse, stick handles, centers it to literally nobody, and it's stolen by Nosek. Nosek up the middle, and oh, man, nice job by Murphy to take that puck, because Florida would have had a 2-on-1 there. This is the most irritating game I've seen in a long time from this team. This team collectively tonight just does not have it. The Oilers, that is. How's the comeback coming? Well, now that you mentioned it, it's non-existent. No, I don't really believe in that stuff, honestly. I like, there's things that I do as a fan that I'm superstitious about, but I don't think it affects anything on the ice. Like, objectively, I don't think there's anything being affected by things like jerseys or whatever. All right, Oilers just looking to get a simple breakout. All right, they broke it out of the zone. Here's Savoy. He'll skate it in. He's hit hard to the ice as he tried to get by Mikkola, and well, Mikkola's got about 6 inches and 70 pounds on Savoy probably. Here's Verhaeghe trying to center out in front. Good defensive play. Savoy does a good job to get that puck out of trouble, and he'll send it down the ice. I don't even think the Oilers might have 1 or 2 shots this whole period. I don't know, man. Here comes Tkachuk into the middle to Bennett. Back to Tkachuk over his stick. Behind the net for Hagee. Plays it back to the point. Off of Bennett's stick. And here's Matthias Ekholm. Into the middle for Connor McDavid with speed. Here comes McDavid with a shot and a good save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Well, at least McDavid got a shot that time. At least he actually got a shot that time. My goodness. They could. I do know Kapanen is ill. There could be other players that are sick too, but again, no excuse, man. It happens to every team. You gotta find a way. What I'm disappointed about right now is just the lack of emotion. The Oilers look like they're just going through the motions. They look like they don't really want to play hockey or want to win tonight, and that's like what irritates me. I don't mind if the team loses. But what's frustrating is when they look like they also just don't care. That give a crap meter is just not very high right now. Again, at least for what I'm seeing. Maybe there's stuff going on the ice. Maybe it's been more emotional. But it's been a very bland hockey game. Grady or Christie? I'm sorry, Dolo. It's been quite a while. I remember most fans that tune in. I do apologize. I hope you're doing well, though. Welcome back. Welcome back after 6 months. That's fun. Wonder what he told the team before the game. I don't know. Whatever he told the team made them look like they don't want to play hockey. So, yep. And the Panthers, they are 100% playing their system. And the Oilers, I mean, this is what they did to Edmonton in the Cup Final this past season. The Oilers just have nothing. They have absolutely no answer for this. All right, off the face-off here, offensive zone draw. They're going to kick McDavid out, or they're going to kick Verhaeghe out. Or Luostarinen was kicked out, sorry. Boqvist loses the face-off. Here's McDavid looking to make a play, looking to center it, sends it across to Bouchard. Bouchard chooses not to shoot. McDavid trying to skate through too many players, and another giveaway from Connor McDavid, man. How often have I said that tonight? Giveaway by McDavid. He's trying to do too much. Puck in the middle by Boqvist. That goes off of a body. High. I thought it went out of play for a moment, but I guess not. Do I ever miss seeing the Oilers play against the Coyotes? A little bit. The Oilers were pretty good against Arizona. So here's a play into the middle. McDavid, the puck through his feet again. He couldn't even get a shot off. He had a lane to the net, and I'm not sure what's going on here. Here's Murphy. Sends it down the ice. Ekblad will take it on his backhand into the middle, stolen by Nugent-Hopkins. He'll play it into the front for Podkolzin. Podkolzin couldn't get a shot off. Good poke check by Bobrovsky. Nurse will try and send it to Murphy. Kapanen grabs it. Kapanen trying to put it through 3 sticks back to the point, and Bennett's going to skate that into the Oilers zone towards Ingram, and Ingram's going to play that. Here's Podkolzin. He'll play it up the right wing. Here comes Kapanen. Potential breakaway. No, he couldn't come up with it. Tried to get a shot off from a sharp angle, and he fanned on it. Here's Verhaeghe up the ice, out of the reach of Greer. The Oilers are going to try and reset the breakout. Here's Kapanen into the middle. Skates by a couple Panthers. Throws it in the middle to literally nobody, and that's just going to be sent back into the neutral zone. Here's Jake Wallman now. He's going to activate up the ice. Max Jones for the Oilers, trying to play it back to the point. Stolen by Greer, kept in by Wallman. Wallman plays it to Roslovic. Roslovic with a shot and a good save by Bobrovsky. Rodriguez does get that puck out. Finds Bouchard. Can't wait for the Knobloch post-game presser where he says nothing. Oh, we just had to defend better. That's what he goes to. Yeah, you got to defend better. If you're not defending, you're not winning. I mean, I don't think so. What I saw McDavid do at the Olympics was historic in terms of just how amazing he was. And he's arguably one of the only... Him and Celebrini are arguably the reason why the team even made it to the gold medal game. Obviously, they had their looks in the gold medal game, but again, 3-on-3 overtime. McDavid's used to the 3-on-3 for the Oilers where he can usually do a lot, and yeah, it happens, man. I'm not gonna hold that against Connor too much. He does so much for this organization. He did a lot for the country too. Scored the overtime winner in the Four Nations. It happens. Good players should want to try and do things, right? It didn't work out. It happens. I'm not going to crucify him for it. It's funny. Fans will get mad at McDavid for passing the puck too much and not shooting. And then when he does try and do things on his own, people get mad because he's not passing it to anyone. Well, I don't know what you want from the guy. Do you want him to hold it and shoot more? Or do you want him to skate it in and pass more? That's the conversation. Oh, man, Bobrovsky's hit into the net there. Hyman. Well, the Oilers had the cycle going, and I don't know, Mikkola might have bumped Hyman into Bobrovsky, and then the net came off, so. Florida was also just better, too, Cam, right? Like, it's not that the Oilers weren't playing as a team. Florida just, overall, they just more depth, more speed, more physicality. The Oilers just couldn't match it last season. 2024, Game 7 could win either way. Both teams had their looks. It's a one-goal game. It is messy hockey today, yeah. Off the face-off in the offensive zone. Puck comes to Bouchard. Can't come up with it cleanly here. Here's Bouchard in the middle. Nugent-Hopkins trying to shoot it. It bounces around. It's in the blue paint. He can't come up with it. It was McDavid. Centers to Bouchard. Here's Nugent-Hopkins, and he hit the outside of the post. What is going on? How do you miss that net? Oh, McDavid now. He'll give that puck away, and the Panthers are going to skate it up the ice. Ingram comes out of his net to play it to prevent the breakaway, and it's sent up to Hyman. No, the Oilers and Panthers was never close. I'm going to be completely honest with you, Gold. The Oilers were lucky to have won 2 games in that series. The way Florida played, Edmonton, I think, outplayed Florida in one of the 6 games, and that was game 1. I think that's the only game. But 2024, the Oilers definitely, that was their year, I think, and they came up short. Here's Max Jones now. He'll play it to Rosvik. Do I think the Oilers would have done better if Zach Hyman wasn't hurt in the finals? Sure. Do I think they would have won the cup even with Hyman in the lineup? Probably not. The way Florida played last year, they were the better team, basically beginning to end of the series. Here's Rosvik now. He'll center it in front to Dickinson, and he passes it into the middle instead of just shooting it on the net again. How many times have the Oilers had a player all alone in the slot and they're just not putting it towards the goal? I don't understand what I'm watching. Oh, and the Oilers have 4 players deep here. Florida looking to get a break up the ice. Here's Greer. Gets the puck past Nurse, and there's some rough stuff going on in front of the Panthers bench now. Here's Rosvik. He'll skate in front of Rodriguez. Here's Podkolzin trying to get in deep. Nurse had his helmet ripped off by Samoskevich, and there was no call there. Henrique plays it back. Bouchard with a shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. Rebound comes out in front. And that puck is going to be sent down the ice. Puck sent up the middle of the ice. Kapanen off of his glove. Forsling will check him off the puck. 5:54 to play here in the third period as the Oilers just continue to get absolutely nothing going here against the Florida Panthers. Here comes Connor McDavid now. We'll play it up the right boards. Savoy checked by 2 Panthers. Boakfist takes it. Savoy does a good job to get that puck back, though. He'll send it up the boards. Ingram will grab it and play it to Ekholm. It's funny that you ask about the Star Stick meal at McDonald's. I ordered the Star Stick meal, and they didn't give me my stick. So here's Nurse with a shot. That deflects wide of the net. No, I'm not crashing out on this one. Not worth it. Also, Panthers fans, they're going to want me to crash out. Fans from other teams are going to want the crash out. I'm not giving it to them. Oh, and there's a high stick by Jones on Hyman. No call there. Here's Murphy now. I don't know. I thought Hyman got high stick by Jones. There was no call. Puck sent up the ice, and that's icing on Edmonton with 4:41 to go. Hey, what's going on, Kiga? How you doing? I think the Oilers should have got Perry. Kings only got a 20-28 second for him, so low cost. That is true. I don't know. I loved Corey Perry. How often can you rely on a 40-year-old to keep scoring goals, though? That's kind of where like my argument of not grabbing him would be. Off the face-off, Kachuk into the middle, shot and a goal. And that's 4-0 for Hagee. 4:37 left in the third. Off the face-off, Edmonton couldn't come up with it. And that is GG's. That will be the end of the game here. But I'm going to ask this question because I get asked about Corey Perry a lot. If the Oilers had Corey Perry in the lineup, would it even make a difference with how this team has played this season? Sure, he might add some depth scoring, but look at how Edmonton has played this season. I don't think Corey Perry would be the answer. No Marchand, Reinhart, or Barkov. Yep. One of those games, folks. One of those games. If only one of the 60 passes went into the net. It's brutal, man. For his leadership, sure. Obviously, I think the leadership aspect can't be understated. The intangibles, right? I'm into the advanced analytics, but I also recognize the intangibles are also important. Do I think Florida finishes with a better record? Probably not. They'd have to go on a pretty deep, like a pretty big run to finish with a better record than the Oilers this season. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? How you doing? Here's Murphy. He'll play it up the right boards out of the reach of Rosvik. He'll give it to Szymanski. Passes to Jones. Shot goes wide of the net. Murphy along the half wall. Glad I'm working tonight. Seems like a brutal game. Hope will never die. Thank you so much, Mistaken Mexican, for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that so much. Working is much better than watching whatever this game ended up being tonight. This gave me game 5 and game 6 PTSD flashbacks to last year's finals against Florida, where Edmonton legitimately could do absolutely nothing, and Florida just controlled the game. Because it's late in the third period, Nicole. You're not going to pull your goalie with 4 minutes left in the third. Vegas is losing 3-0 to Utah. Well, that's a good sign. Hopefully Buffalo beats San Jose. Buck sent in deep. Bobrovsky does a good job to play that up the ice. And we're going to see Jari versus... I mean, we might. You might see Jari versus Tampa. Do I want to see that? No, but you do have to play him at some point, probably, maybe. Might just be prepared for a loss on Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday. I don't know. This team is so weird. Watch. They lose tonight. Game's not over, but 4-0 likely is going to be the final score. Just imagine Edmonton beats Tampa like 5-1 or something. Like, this team's so confusing. They don't make any sense to me. This team is strange. They confused me. The Oilers confused me this season. Bye-bye. Well, at least I have some non-alcoholic beer to wash down the pain tonight. Do I count this as another blowout on home ice, or does it need another goal? I consider a blowout if they lose by 3 or more. So yes, I think 4-0. Because like if it was 6-2, is that a blowout? Yes. I would consider this another blowout on home ice. Cam with the $5 super chat. We got a sad team when the strategy to the playoffs is hoping other teams lose. Canucks put in a better effort against the Panthers. They did. Florida actively recently looked like they were trying to tank, and then they come out against Edmonton and play a terrific game, missing their best players. And the Oilers have no answer. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Cam. Mistaken Mexican, thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. Get owned. Who got owned? Me? You clicking on today's video is contributing to ad revenue for me, so I appreciate that, 90. Everyone that clicked on the video today is helping me make money, so in the end, I win. The Oilers may lose, but I win. I don't do it for the money. I'm just joking. Come back. I'm just having some fun. I'm having some fun. You probably have to start Jari against Tampa. Give Ingram the starts against the division games, so like Vegas, Anaheim, LA, those games. Just got home. Glad I missed the game. Yeah, it's been a rough one. You can see many Oilers fans are leaving. Puck is sent down the ice. Stashny played into the middle. Dickinson sends it in deep. Confusing season is right. Dickinson trying to keep that puck alive. I'd like to see the Oilers just break the shutout, maybe. Congrats on your shutout, Bobrovsky. I get ad rev. Most of the money I make on YouTube is from advertising revenue, actually. As long as I don't show any clips of the game or any audio, my videos never get flagged for anything. It's not a lot. I think I make something like $7 per 1,000 views. $7 per 1,000 views, I think, is what it averages out to. Hey, I appreciate that, 90. You're the best. Florida, keeping that puck alive in the Oilers zone. Snapshot on net, saved by Ingram. Murphy in the corner. Nugent-Hopkins knocks the player down. Loses to make it make sense. Yeah, it does make sense. Here's Greer, walks in, tries to toe drag. A weak shot on net, steered aside by Ingram. Here's Boakfist, and the Oilers just are completely discombobulated here. I don't know what's going on here. Greer and Nugent-Hopkins were kind of tied up for a second. Here's Podkolzin. I mean, there's still a minute and 20 here, and the Oilers just look like they've completely given up on this one. Maybe no clue. Maybe. I do think Colorado. Well, I think Carolina. Carolina is probably my team to win the Stanley Cup. I pick them every year, and they always lose in the conference final. So, who knows? What's up, Gordon? What's going on? Do you believe the Oilers have some dead weight they need to deal with next season? Yes. There is a lot of things that they'll have to deal with during the offseason, but we're not there yet. We're not in the offseason yet. Adam Henrique gets knocked down, and now he's holding the puck to Nosek, and this is that's a tough one. This is one of the least inspiring games I've seen this team play in a very, very, very long time. What do you mean? They have Brandon Bussey. He's the guy, right? Oh no, Savage, that sucks. Hopefully you're going to be okay. Oilers and Sabres Stanley Cup Final. That would probably break the hockey world. Yep. Yeah, Oilers just... Yikes. Put a Ghost or Queso in net. I agree. It is strange. It's not only like again, I don't mind if the team loses, but it's the fashion in which they lost tonight. They had no fight, no energy, no will. It was a confusing, ugly hockey game. A confusing, ugly game that isn't reflective of how this team has played lately as the game finally mercifully ends. My God, maybe live streaming's bad luck. Should I cancel the live streams moving forward? Maybe the live streams are bad luck. No, I'm kidding. It's not the live streams, obviously. It's So not a good game from Edmonton. We'll talk about it in the fan reaction. That will be up in the next couple of hours or so. Tomorrow, we are going to have a lot to talk about in the day after because I just don't understand what this effort was. The Oilers beat Florida 6-3 earlier this season. I don't understand what this effort was. More streams, please. Meow stream, please. Yeah, McDavid had a tough night. Yo, Thunder with the gifted membership. Hey, and Mistaken Mexican got a gifted membership. That's cool. Enjoy. I mean, that's some good karma. Mistaken Mexican with the $20 super chat and then gets a gifted membership. Congrats. That's super fun. Enjoy the badge. Enjoy your emotes on streams and videos. Thunder with another gifted membership. Oh my goodness, Thunder is bringing in the support right now. Thank you so much. I'm blaming the guy who kept asking me to put the victory chain on at the start. Could you imagine if I had put it on, though? And then, this result happened anyways? Oh, boy. There you go, Mark. You get yourself a gifted membership. Give us Jay Woodcroft again. I don't think he's leaving Anaheim anytime soon. I think he's very happy to be coaching in Anaheim right now. Hey, I appreciate that, Jerry. Thank you so much. I don't know what this is, Vince. I don't get it. Thank you so much, Thunder Productions, for your gifted memberships. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $20 super chat to Mistaken Mexican. Also had a live bang, became a member tonight as well. And Cam with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Make sure... Wait, I'm going to throw a block of Swiss cheese when Jari's out. Oh, don't do that. Don't throw anything at players. That's cringe. That's cringe. See ya. See you later. Cringe. This is a welcoming, open channel. And if you're pushing that narrative, you're gone. See you later. Bye-bye. I hope everyone has an amazing night. Hit the like button before you head out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed because I will have a fan reaction. That will be uploaded within a couple of hours. Hopefully not too late. Where I'll give even more thoughts on this game. A horrific effort. But, yeah. Nah, no crash out tonight. No crash out. The team didn't even give energy. I'm not giving energy to the team if they're not going to put energy on the ice to try and win a hockey game. Hey, I appreciate that, Waffles. All right, have a great night, everyone. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Tell someone you love them tonight, right? Tell someone you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you for the fan reaction. I'll see you tomorrow for the day after discussion. And then we'll see you Saturday hockey night in Canada for the Oilers against the Lightning. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not looking forward to that game anymore after the effort tonight. See how it goes. We'll see you soon. Love all of you. Take care. Best fans on the planet. That's you right now watching at home or listening. We'll see you soon, folks. Appreciate all your support as